Are you ready to have some fun? Because we've got a whole plex of it here. Welcome to Funplex. This is the venue for TGC4, and this is kind of a classic Houston Smash venue. Located in West Houston, more specifically A-Leaf. We had quite a few tournaments here back in 2009, 2010, and probably some in 2011 as well. Yeah, it's a venue it's bringing back a lot of memories to come here. This was a cool spot, like, you know, when you're a kid to kind of have a birthday party or whatever. They got, like, you know, bowling, go-karts, kind of cool stuff around here. There used to be a water park right over here where these apartments are. Used to go there quite a bit. But yeah, looking forward to this, and let's go inside and see how the turnout is. Alright, so here's the room for Smash 4. They're still getting set up. It's we got some room for setups over here, but there's a good number of people. This is a pretty good sized room. This is not where we used to have our tournaments, but I like this room. Air conditioning feels pretty nice, and it's pretty spacious. It's more secluded than the other rooms were. Hey dude. It's more secluded than the other rooms were, farther away from the entrance, which is always nice, just because of security issues. There's Fliphop. And yeah, so let's see what else this tournament's got for us. So a quick little venue tour. This is the room where most of our tournaments were back in the day. They fully remodeled it, and obviously it's not in here now, but they have converted this into a full bar. It'll be interesting to see as the day goes on if a couple players, you know, later in the bracket get a little tipsy or something, you know. But it's just crazy to see this room that so many memories and tournaments were had here, and it's totally different. It's totally remodeled. In fact, a lot of the venue looks pretty different and remodeled. It actually looks pretty nice. I'm a little surprised, to be honest, and very impressed. So here's the room where we have Street Fighter, Killer Instinct, Melee, Project M, all the real FGC kind of games set up. We've got kind of a wall dedicated to Melee over here, and Killer Instinct set up here, and what I'm assuming is going to end up being Street Fighter and Marvel and stuff set up over on this side. This is a pretty nice room with some nice leather couches, and it's kind of on the small side, a little crowded, but there's a good number of people in here, and it's always nice to see the games that aren't Smash 4 doing kind of successfully. I just talked to my man Luis over here, who's also filming a video. He's more centric on the FGC side of things, so I'll try to find out his video and post a little link here in the video, a little annotation, so you can go view that if you are interested in more of the non-Smash related kind of things. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to show you the thing that sets this venue apart from most of the others that we've had tournaments at. A water fountain. Believe it or not, it's actually kind of rare for tournament venues to have, you know, a good place to get a drink. Aside from the bar, of course. But in all seriousness, just the fact that this place has a water fountain is a big boon to it. The last venue we had, Le Jardin, didn't really have a place to reliably get water for free, which is kind of a shame to have to pay for water, but hey, at least it's free here. It's a bit of a walk from the room where the tournament is, but at least it's there. Over here we see a couple, you know, arcade-style games, some skee ball, this thing, which is unfortunately out of order. Yeah, some tickets. I guess you can trade those in for points. A couple of racing games over here, and some pinball machines. The coolest thing that this venue has to offer used to be right here where these tables were, but now it's kind of off to the side, which is kind of sad. There's a big Ferris wheel. I guess it is running. I didn't see it running earlier. It's nice to see. But it was always cool to just walk in and see this just right here, this huge Ferris wheel with the lights and everything. It's pretty cool. Up here, up these stairs and into where this room is right here that I'm pointing at, is the other room where we used to have tournaments at this venue. They weren't all held in that area that's now a bar. We were kind of sequestered off up here a couple times, which was a bit more of a cramped space, but you know, still decent nonetheless. There's a couple, you know, places to get food over here, which is no doubt very expensive and not that great. And then this area back here where I think birthday parties tend to be held. And I think there at least used to be mini golf over here. There's go-karts now. I don't know if they still have the mini golf, which was actually kind of fun back in the day. But yeah, so that's about it for this venue. There's a bowling alley and a skating rink, which I'm not going to visit. But yeah, not a bad place. Oh, the money's on the table. highest of stakes in the best of champions, Marth versus Roy. A true David and Goliath story. Onion, who never learns, who money matches everybody, and RT, who's RT? Who might have the greatest tag in the world. It'll pop up. There it is. Party. Hey RT. Is it time to pay RT? It's time to pay RT. It's time to party. RT, are you gonna buy an onion with that dollar?
Want your money.
Alright everybody, I am here with my good friend DJ Fliphop, the one and only. One of my best friends from Smash. I've known him for quite a while, and I've interviewed him in a couple other videos. So Fliphop, thanks again for once again joining me for an interview.
Thanks for having me.
And so just tell me a little bit about today. How are you feeling? Who do you hope to face? Who are you afraid of facing? How do you think you're going to do? And who do you think the top are going to be at this tournament?
Okay, today is what, TGC 4?
I think it's the fourth one.
The fourth one.
It's kind of confusing because there were a couple road to TGC events, so it's...
So, you know. I think I attended the past, I think 3 of the 4 TGC events, and the first one I got, I think I got 4th in the first one, and then the second one I went to was like 9th or something. But this particular event, I am expecting hopefully top 8 again, if I can. It depends on my matchups, and like you said, who I'm now excited to face. Probably SB. Last time we faced, he 3-stocked me and 2-stocked me, so it was a pretty brutal match. He just outplayed me incredibly, and then in losers bracket I faced Genius, and it was close matches. But I think my predictions for this this event, I have Mega Fox in top 4 for sure.
He's usually a really safe bet.
And then Grim Turtle, ever since he picked up Fox as a secondary, he's been putting a lot of work in. And I see him maybe placing top 4 as well. And after that, it's just going to be a whole jumbled mess of who's playing amazing at the time.
Right. Sam Boner did really well at the last TGC. I think he got 2nd place.
He actually did get 2nd. He ended up beating Trella in a loser's finals.
Yeah, he did.
And I think he beat SB also in winner's side, so he was pretty much went pretty well. But
he was on fire the last tournament, last TGC.
And then I think top 8 wise, you might see his little brother M-Bone also, as well as Mario. And then, I mean, it's going to be really hard to predict who else is going to be there, because this tournament is so stacked with so many competitors.
Right.
So you might see people with upsets, might just be on point that day. So we'll be excited to see what happens.
Do you know how many people are registered for singles right now?
Singles?
We still have a little ways to go in registration. I think we have like, what, 47 teams we started with?
About 40, about
which
47
is huge
teams
for a doubles tournament.
So if you do the math, maybe at least 80 plus. I'm thinking about 110 maybe.
Usually for these events, you know, since they moved to bi-monthly, I think that's helped attendance, and I think that it's pretty safe to assume somewhere over 100. I just don't know where exactly right now.
I was also going to mention that I think there are some Japanese players that are here.
Really?
I think they're taking school in the U.S., and I think they stay in San Antonio, so they're actually participating in Smash here.
That's really cool.
So that might be some hidden killers that no one really knows what to do against.
See, I love it when there's some kind of like a dark horse that you just don't know about that shows up and just destroys everybody.
It's intense.
So one of the main reasons why I wanted to interview my good friend Fliphop again was he was one of the only players from Texas to attend EVO this year. They had Smash 4. Melee was huge again at EVO, which was great. And just from someone who's never been to EVO before, but loves Las Vegas and all that kind of stuff, how was EVO? Tell us a little about the Fliphop EVO experience.
So it was pretty bad originally, because I bought my plane ticket for Friday to arrive in Las Vegas at 6:55 a.m. And when its pools were released, which I think would happen 2 weeks before the actual event, my pool started at 8 a.m. on Friday. So word of advice, if you ever book a flight, book for Thursday. Don't try to risk and go Friday. I was able to contact them to change my pool time, but I didn't get a response from them. So I ended up changing my flight from Friday to Thursday. I think I paid like an extra $130 to get that changed. And then I checked my bracket again, and I was moved to 4 p.m. on Friday with no communication on that end. So outside of that, we arrived on Thursday late, but Friday, one of the things you have to worry about at EVO is there's so many entrants, thousands and thousands of people.
Huge tournament.
So when you go up there, you have to, if you don't pick up your badge on Thursday evening or Thursday day, if you go there Friday, it's gonna be a long line. I think we waited about a good 30 minutes to an hour to pick up our badge. This is like around 8 o'clock in the morning. And after we picked up our badges, me and my brother. The idea with EVO is there's not many setups for friendlies. They have a bring your own setup room, but no one really had it. So I think open setups was probably 1 or 2 available at the venue. So if you come to mentality to actually play a lot of friendlies and level up, I don't think EVO is a good choice for that. You go there to play, and you go there to see Vegas. So what I did was, I think me and my brother walked down the strip and just toured again. We've been to Vegas a couple times, but I think an hour before my actual pool started, that's when I went in there and they had an open setup, one of those open setups. And I just got there to warm up and pretty much went to pools. Everything was running pretty smooth. Like you have pools at like set time. You have a pool leader that manages like 2 pools at the same time, and he just reports your matches, and it goes by. I think our pools took maybe like an hour and a half to 2 hours.
How many people were in each pool?
I believe 16 or 32.
Okay. And did they run pools round robin style like at other tournaments, or was it more like a bracket?
It's bracket style, okay. So you don't really get to face a lot of people. You just you have the mentality you gotta win every match you can. Don't even sandbag. You play that you're gonna go to home kind of match. And then after my pools was at 4 p.m. After that, the next round of pools was at 6. And that took
that's a pretty quick turnaround.
Yeah.
As far as pools go.
They were able to condense it from I think that total number of like 1,900 people to I think it was like 256 or 128 for the second round of pools. And same thing. If you lose if you're in the loser side of your pool and you go to the next round, you're staying loser. So pretty much you just gotta keep winning it out. And I ended up losing to the Puffster. It was Me Brawler. That was his character. Me Brawler, custom Me Brawler, or the one with the hurricane kick kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
And I lost to him it was a pretty good match. He destroyed me. And then in losers bracket, I just street throw through everybody. There was a guy like a Samus player that almost beat me both matches, but I came out and beat him, like clutched out each stock.
Was it Alan?
No, he was actually really good. And it was funny, like his.
So are you saying that Alan's not good?
Yeah, Alan's is solid, but this guy was making the right moves.
I was gonna say, because this is being filmed,
He's gonna
so
choke me.
the call out might be there.
Like I won game 2 with a Diddy Kong Mare. I was like, he's gonna play air dodge, so I read the air dodge to a spike to win the match.
Nice.
He was so disgruntled, and then I ended up facing Vinny, one of the top sheiks in the nation.
Right. He's just one of the top players in general. Mm-hmm. Like he's one of those players like everybody knows who Vinny is. Shout outs to Vinny, by the way, if you're watching.
He's really
Come back to Houston and let me take more of your money in poker.
Oh, you beat him in poker?
Yeah.
Hey. He beat me 2-0, and after that, I think my pools was done on Friday. So Saturday, my flight ended. So my EVO vacation was from Thursday till Monday morning. So after pools was done on Friday, I was pretty much done Smash related. So Saturday and Sunday, me and my brother just
you did up Vegas.
We did Vegas pretty much.
That's the way to do it.
So another word of advice: if you go to Vegas, just enjoy Vegas. Don't focus too much on the gaming because you won't get much of it. There's so much things to do in Vegas. You can go to touring, you can go to like sightseeing. I think you can go visit the Hoover Dam if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's not that far from Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
See a show, Cirque du Soleil, Broadway musicals,
Absolutely.
Celine Dion if you're into that.
Actually, Mariah Carey is at the is at Caesar's Palace now, so she's doing a show there. So there was so many things you can do in Vegas outside of EVO.
Even just walking the strip, I mean, that's free. I mean, it'll be hot because it's in July, but there's a lot of cool stuff to see.
And honestly, it wasn't too bad compared to Houston because Houston has the humidity.
Yeah, it's very dry over there.
Yeah, so it's hot, but you can, like us experiencing this kind of weather, we can just walk around the strip and might sweat a little bit, but here, no, you'd be drenched out if we did that over.
I'm feeling drenched for this interview right now, actually.
It's a little stuffy in here,
yeah.
But
it's a hot day.
But EVO was a great experience. Just bring a good amount of money just for meals if you're trying to experience Vegas. I mean, they have like places like McDonald's, your normal fast food joints, In-N-Out, Fat Burger as well. But if you're trying to actually explore what Vegas has to offer, I mean, just bring a couple $100 if you can. Save up, so that way you won't feel constrained of eating places that you've been to like okay, I want to go eat. Let's just go to McDonald's. You can go to McDonald's anywhere. But it was a great experience. I told my brother, my brother doesn't really play games, but he enjoyed the experience too for what we did for those couple days.
Right.
That we're probably going to go back to EVO again next year.
So you would recommend, so I've never been to an EVO, like I said. Would you recommend me or someone else who's never been to an EVO to attend one?
Yes. The atmosphere is, I would compare it to MLG. Have you been to MLG?
I went to MLG Dallas in 2010, yeah.
So the atmosphere
It was one of my favorite tournament experiences.
Like the main stage, it's so big. Like the big mega screen they have, massive. Sound system's amazing. And then you get to experience the other fighting game communities that you don't really get to see in Houston if you don't participate in the scene. So you get to see the top Street Fighter players in the world play it out. And there was some hype upsets. I think I watched, I got a glimpse of, I think it was Alex Valle versus Bochan from Japan.
Oh, really?
And he went
Hugo?
Hugo.
Yeah, that's a good match.
Hugo versus Sagat, and Alex Valle went nuts on him.
Dude,
and
it's you need to watch that match if you've not seen it.
Yeah, you can post a clip of it. It was just so loud, and you can hear the crowd from all the way from the Smash side.
Wow.
It was intense.
That sounds really hype. I love moments like that.
Yeah, there was a lot of moments like that. Like even like the lesser players playing on a big stream, everybody's going crazy over missed combos, missed links. So the pressure's there.
They call them EVO moments for a reason.
Absolutely. So I would recommend going to EVO just for the experience alone. You don't get to see much of these like mega events where it's ran by the actual community. So you get to see a lot of like heart and sweat from these passionate players put into this game.
And a lot of professionalism and all that kind of stuff. Well, I think that'll about wrap it up for this interview. So Flip, once again, thank you for doing this with me,
Thank you.
Good luck today.
Thanks.
All right, so we'll see you more with some tournament bits right here.
Hey.
Yo, so I know I was talking mad trash about the food that was probably going to be here today, just because venue food, but they hooked us up with this sweet discount of $2 per slice of pizza, and I don't care how trash the pizza is, that's a pretty good price. But you know, it actually doesn't look that bad for, you know, what it probably is. I mean, I dabbed it with a napkin and that's all that came off, so it's actually not greasy. So, yeah, good on you, Funplex. It's actually not bad food. So I'm here at the Funplex Bowling Alley to explain this next bit I got coming up. Years ago, there's this running joke we all had in the Smash community about the Falchion Blade, which was Marth's sword. And there's this running joke that it was forged in the fires of Brinstar and all this ridiculous stuff, and it was a really funny running thing. But new gens don't know about it, the newer players, so I asked one of the newer players to go up to Alan, the tournament organizer, and ask him about the Falchion Blade, and here's what happened. Hey, Alan, Onion has a question for you.
If it's retarded, I'm going back to my job.
Say it on the mic.
The Falchion Blade. Do it.
Do it on the mic.
Have a seat. Have a seat. Give me a second. So the Falchion, have a seat on Papa's lap. Papa's lap. So the Falchion Blade was forged in the fires of Brinstar and cooled in the waters of Norfair. Do you understand? Yes. Quiz on Monday.
This is, oh wait, no, that's Omega Own It, never mind.
This is Grand Finals, TDC.
Grand Final.
Grand Finals, TDC. Lucas somehow made it.
I knew Lucas could do it. I knew he could make Grand Finals in a tournament.
So did he beat Roll?
Alright, now this is just ridiculous. For real.
This is tournament.
This is Grand Finals, actually. We just saw Ryu and Lucas, and now Samus and Mewtwo.
What? Of course it is. What do you mean? Grand finals and losers.
And thus, Jband, the Meta Knight player from San Antonio, beat Denty in the Grand Finals and won TGC4. Unfortunately, as soon as Grand Finals ended, we had to get right out of the venue, so I wasn't able to do a full in-depth interview with him. I did, however, ask him for a brief comment that I could throw in the end, and here's what he said.
Meta Knight the best, Meta Knight the best, Meta Knight the best, Meta Knight the best now. Donkey Kong is mad, DDD is mad, Mario is mad, Ice Climbers are mad, I say Meta Knight the best. No, you got no options.